Hi, how are you? It's Nettie. Look at my hair's a bit messy. It's windy around here, I can tell you now. It's been a funny day. I'm just waiting till Facebook are live. Try not to look over there. And I'm going to try and make sure, yes, I can see it here in front of me. Remember when I look at the other screen, I'm over there. So just turn that down, sorry. Here we go. Okay, so today's card is, as you saw in the information, is Ready Set Go meets Stamp with Tammy's Triple Z fold card. This is a little ripper. I changed a few things. I've got her same measurement, so it's a little bit bigger than 11 by 4 1/4, so it's not really bigger, but I changed a couple of her. I got her instructions down. I watched it and then I got her instructions and I changed them a little bit. So look at this. Do you want me to put my light on so you can see a bit better? I don't know whether I put that one. Is that too bright? Maybe it's got shadow elite. Yeah, I think that's too bright. I put the other one on over here. I've got some lights everywhere. No, I might try the other one. How's that? It's better, not too much. So isn't that cool? So it folds down, fits in the envelope, look at that. And then, where's my envelope? Here. And I don't know if it's too green. It's not really all green though. I made it with I put Spotty Patten. I don't know if I spelt pattern wrong or right. And I used the card base for Secret C. You can't really see much of that. And the DSP is, oh my goodness. So I'll just grab everything out here. I'll put my instructions over there. Okay, so I can see them. I downloaded Tammy's one, but I redid it to mine. So what I've done with mine is I've pointed out a few things that you really need to know. So we used Secret C. I'm going to pop this over here. Secret C. And this is the birds, Nests of Winter. And I didn't mind cutting that one up, but the Spotty one, I didn't want to cut too much because they are the special birds. But I'm nearly finished. I didn't double check if, oh no, it's still in stock. That was on the 22nd, so I'll have a look and put a note on after if it's a problem. And so that's, what's the colour used on it? Goodness gracious, here it is. So the colours in the paper are Basic Black, Blueberry Bushel, Cherry Cobbler, Coastal Cabana. So I've used the Coastal Cabana page. So that's why, but I didn't use when I saw the Coastal Cabana in the cardstock, it would have looked really bad, although I don't think that is. I think that's Lost Lagoon. So I didn't. Hi, Kerry. Kerry, I need to ask you something. Last week when I did my live, I said I would send someone this card. And I put it in a circle, but I just wasn't sure that everyone was on. That everyone I had, because I couldn't go back to my chat and have a look. I turned it off to stop and I couldn't go back. So I wonder if you remember, because I know there was Jill Lancet, Kerry Cal, or you're Kerry M106 here, but you're Kerry Calto, I know that one. Imogen, Tristan, Alita, Rosalind, Anne, but I can't remember. Do you remember anyone else that was on that we knew? I thought I'd get people to drop in now anyway, and so I will still draw that out of my bucket. I've written those names in here, but we'll wait we'll have a look today and see if anyone comes on that was on that day, because I'd hate to miss them out. So I've got another card I will put on as well. So, oh my goodness, have you ordered anything from the catalogue for the next catalogue? Have you seen it? It is, I know people who are watching that aren't demonstrators won't see it for another, it's, what are we in now? Our little catalogue here now goes till April, so it's May, June, July, so it's 3 months, which is, oh, I just spent a lot of money for 3 months, didn't I? That's not fair. So look at this again. Because we had the Grand Prix on. My husband was watching the Grand Prix, and I thought, oh my goodness, I'm going to do that. Look at that. Tammy did it with a camera, but I didn't buy the camera. Tammy can afford to buy everything. I can't. So there's nobody else on, but that I can't do much about that, and I will just start going. I love it. Oh, my one up is Nancy Hotecker, and she sent me this card, and she's made it from one of the new, she went to the on stage and she's made it from one of the new suites. Isn't that nice? And she made that, plus look what she gave me here. She gave me a phone folder, a phone bone folder with my name on it. Not Nettie, but Annette, because that is my name as well. So I thought that was really nice of her to do that. I'll have to make her card up, but I didn't buy that stamp set. I just don't want too many flowers. I've already got them. I love it. And on the back, you can write your happy birthday and all of that. Isn't that great? And honestly, when you see it, it's not hard, guys. It's not hard. I was really impressed with it. So I'm going to just check that there. So it's only the stamps. So I did cut a little, do a little fussy cutting. So depending on who comes on, we've got some blends, which I'll put down there so they don't roll off out the back. And let's get moving. Where's my cards? So our first card is 11. Now I'm going to look at my bigger notes because I'm going to put them down here beside me because I have to look. 11 by 4 1/4. Alright, so that's 11. Just checking. By 4 1/4. Normally I do my cards at 4 1/8 so I can get 2 out of one piece of paper. But I use the other piece for the arms that are in this. So it's 4 1/4 by 11, and it's scored at 1 3/8. So 3/8 is 2 marks before the halfway mark. So score there. And then we've got 2 3/4, easy. Sometimes these marks are hard to get hold of, aren't they? 2 3/4, 8 1/4. That's another easy one, isn't it? And I reckon when I did the last one, I didn't see it properly. So it was 9 5/8. So 5/8 is 2 marks over. So what do we go? 9 5/8 is 2 marks over the half. 1, 2. Okay. Alright, so we got that. And if I'm correct, see how this bounces up like that? See how it bounces up there? So the fold is up and over. So fold that one down into it. I better use my new bone folder with my name on it. I'm easily amused. Send me love, guys. Give me some hearts or something. Tell me I do right. I mean, after my card last week, wasn't it funny? But it did turn out really nice. Right, so there's my new bone folder. I'm going to use it. So that's scored down, and then that's going back. And I'm just going to give it an extra one because it does jump around. And that goes down. And that goes back. Alright, so that's it. It sort of jumps up. Now, see, that was her measurements, but this one still comes over a little bit. I reckon, I'm just going to have a look at those there. So I would say turn around and do it the opposite way. So at 1 and, what was the first score? 1 3/8 and 2 3/4. I'm just going to measure them because when I did the first card, I did find that it was just a little bit over. So 1 and 3/8 is 2 marks before the half. One and 2 half. Yeah, that's correct. And 2 3/4. And that is correct, but it does tend to come over a little bit on one side. And I thought that the other day when I made it, and I thought I'll just double check that. So we've got that piece done. Now the next piece, on the instructions you will notice I say note, and it's got a big note. I'll just show you here. So I've done note. 3 arms can be cut at, this is what I've done here, 1 3/8 can be cut at 8 1/3. Just double check that, guys. 8, the arms. 8 1/4. I've done it again. There is never a time. 8 1/4. Okay, so I'll fix that up on the instructions. 8 1/4. So 8 1/4, and I've done it correct on my cardstock, so that's not too bad. I've got most of it right. Sometimes when I'm typing at night, I don't sort of have a look. Maybe my eyes don't work as well as they should. 8 1/4, and it's written on my notes as well by 1 1/4, or when you do the note, as I've said there, by 3 3/4, and then we're going to score it first, and then we'll cut it up. So we're going to the arms. We're going to score at 1 3/8. So again, 1 3/8 is 2 under the half. 1 3/8. And 2 3/4. Alright. So that's correct because they're going to fold down. Now we're going to cut that back to, now I'm going to cut it back, it should be, where is it, and then cut into 3, score at 1 3/8, 1 3/4, and score at 3. 3 3/4 is, so it's 1 1/4 each, isn't it? Now let me just add that out. So 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 1/4 for each one. Cut them out. So I think hopefully you'll see, and those explain very well what it is. Okay. Oh, goodness, for a minute I thought I was meant to be scoring and I was going to go and cut all that off. Alright, let me get that out. And now we do the same to this. Now 2 are going to go like this. Okay, they will go like that way, and then the other one will go this way. It's going to be that way, and then this end will be this way. Okay, so remember, bone fold those down. Now when I was actually making it, because I was watching her, and I think she made some changes on the second or the one, but it was a little harder to watch it, and I put my arms on, so I didn't do the middle piece. There is a middle piece of paper in there, but because mine is so much of the what colour did I say it was? Oh my goodness, here it is. Balmy Coastal Cabana. So, because there was so much of that Coastal Cabana, I decided to leave the black in the back and make it sort of stand, give it a bit of shadow. But if you did it in different cardstock, you can put it, they give you the measurements or it's on there to put in the middle. But see how when I take that apart you can see the black, the secret C? I like that a bit better than covering it all up, okay? So we bone folded all them. We'll just pop those to the side for a minute and I'll show you what I mean when what she said in her instructions. Excuse me. We've got one piece of white cardstock for the back to put my greening on. We've got an envelope. So we've got 3 pieces at this one is 3 pieces at 5 1/4 by 1. Then we've got, and why do I have 1 1/8 by 1? I don't know if I wrote that down. Whoops. Okay, that's for some stamping. This is when I cut my cards. I always have this piece left and I save it, and the motorbike, the bike sits right on top of it. Okay, and so for the spotted, and this is the piece I didn't put in, and I won't be putting it in today because I like it. See, that would have, I'm going to put it in to show you. So that would have gone on top of that mechanism, and you would just see more of the spot. Now, if you've got a pattern or something like that, it might have looked nice, but I didn't like it, so I didn't put it in. Okay, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with birdies on the back. 6 pieces in the spotty. The spotty is 6 pieces by 4 and 1 1/4, and then we've got the 1 by 4 that I told you I didn't use, and it's in my notes it says that. And the Dimond Patten, we've got 3 by 5 1/4 by 1. So the thing she's, oh look, I've got a car and I've got an envelope to do, so I must have stamped out a second car. I wanted to do a different colour. I was deciding I should have done a red one, but I'd already done it and I thought it looked nice. I darkened that one up pretty peacock and I did that one lighter. So, and these are that's the colour that's leaving, so I thought use it up. Alright, so, and my white cardstock's 5 1/4 by 4 for the back. And where am I going? I need to, so before we put the arms on, we need to put these on, okay? So now one thing she didn't say on it but did in the live, you can make more to go on there if you want, but because I put mine down there, I turned it over, so I didn't need it really. Oh, I am going to get another glue out. That one has played up since I opened it. Okay, I'm going through the glue, aren't I? Oh, you can always tell it's new when it jumps out straight away. And I better do it on the bird side, not the other one. I don't want too much glue to come out over it. It's a bit much. I'll just leave it around. Alright. Now, let me just have a look. Oh yes, because that came right out. So, okay, no, no, no. That's the there. No, I want to take, sorry, we're going to just take back, because the other one goes across the top of that. Oh, no, 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 I'm just going to leave it. Okay, I'm just going to leave it, because I remember when I did them that I cut them off and put them around the sides, but we can always cut another little bit if I decide I need that. Oh, this is new glue thing. I'll tell you, you've got to hold it up and glue, because when you hold it up to glue, you don't put as much. If you lay it on your thing, you put more glue on it, don't you? Isn't that a lovely colour? Okay, 2 and 3. Red beds. Oh, I hope you're all enjoying that catalogue. Now, I've told everyone I have got about five of the catalogues are out now. I've got 5 of these, or 6 that are spare. If anyone wants them that doesn't have one, please email me on acfalconer@hotmail.com and I'll send you one, okay? It'll be snail mail, because it's just, that's what's going to happen. Okay, so next, it says that we put our DSP on. Do not put your arms on until the DSP is attached. I have a funny feeling because that comes right out across there. And what I did was I put those on because I hadn't read that last instruction. So we adjust and we do the proper way. So. Okay, and we're just going to go and line all these up in here. Move that up, and you've always got your wiggle room. Aren't the birds nice? I don't want to lose that. I wonder how long they're going to stay. It's going to stay on. There's quite a few things moving on to Last Chance, so have a look there. But I hope you're enjoying the new product, because this is my second card with Ready, Steady, Go. And you know, I might have to just do a third, because I like it so much. I might do a really easy one next time. I'll do it on the Wednesday when I normally do a faster one. So we've got all these in here. Okay, we're getting there. Now I just have to check mine. I've got 1, 2, and then we've got 1 each in the middle here. That one seems to be just a little touch too big. So I just went back and cut that a little bit. Well, I've done a bit of a... Look, that one is too. I must have got excited in the middle of the night and kept cutting. I'll take that piece off before I glue. Just make sure that's correct. Oh, I might need my eyes checked. Alright, let's try that. Okay. Now I'm just going to pull that up, take just a little slither of that off, because... A note to myself, don't card at night. Too late. There you go. Right. Now, So that's Nest of Winters, the other side. Isn't that lovely with all the birds? So we've got all that. Now, in their instructions, they said put this one in the middle. But I don't like it. I want to see my black. But that's totally your choice. Okay, so now we've got that. We've got that. Now we are going to do one this way. I'm going to do it that way. Okay. And so that is going on the black and on there. See that? Now that's where I did mine wrong. I put all of these on first and I cut my piece and put it down here, thinking, oh, I don't want to, you're going to miss that, but I'm going to do it the way she has said to do it. So if you're holding that up, now we are just gluing, so there's two bends, we're only gluing the end. I was very generous on the inside because it's a lot of movement in it. So fold that, put it on the end of your black. Excuse me for looking down. Make sure you're right on the end there. Okay, and then we're going to put it on the end here. So I'm just having a look where it is, and okay, I'm just going to put a little bit up around there. I don't want too much because I don't want it squishing out, and I'm going to put that right on the top there. And what I've got is some little quilting clips. Alright, so that's one done. Now I need to do the opposite one, is down there, but then this one is over here. So while I've got it open, and I'm going to do the other one because if you don't do it right you can't get it in. So there's a little bit of finger work for the next one. So whoop, whoop. Bother, I'll just take that off. I don't want that too much. Okay, so again, fold it over, match it up with the end here. Can you see that there? So your bend is, push it over so it's on the black. Alright, and then we're going to push that onto there. I might be able to take that one off and put it there. Alright, and I've got that one there. So now the last one we're going to do is the other way round. Okay, now have I got it all lined up properly, folks? Have I got it done properly? Yes. Okay, so that will come up here. Why does that look, is that moved up a bit? Yes. Okay, I'll grab another clip. So just be really careful with it because it looked a bit wonky there, didn't it? Okay, so the last one, we won't have a clip to do that, so I might just bring in one of my little blocks. Right, so I've put a bit there. Now, I have to get this piece here right smack in the middle. So excuse my concentration. And I'm going to move it up just a little bit to there. And I'm going to put my block in through here so it doesn't move. Okay. And that is going to go in the middle of there. Okay, so I'm just eyeballing it. I'm going to move it up there so you can see. I'm just eyeballing that to make sure that's directly in the middle. I'll just put that down a bit. Okay, is that directly in the middle? Yep. And so I just glued a little bit over there. So I'll get my rubber, which is way over here, my glue rubber, and make sure I get that out before it dries. Okay. There's a little bit of glue there, and then what I'm going to do is the old trick we've got with our... I've got to move everything out of my drawers because I keep them stacked in the drawers so I can get to things. I'm going to get my little powder puff from my embossing kit and give that a little run, because the white powder will stop it sticking, the stick going on anywhere. Okay, so that's what you do. Now give me 1 second, I'm going to have to wash my fingers because they are very sticky. So we're nearly finished. Look at this, isn't that, it looks really hard. It did look hard, but it's, see my fingers, I've got all glue from that. Just want to get it off, sorry to muck about, but I don't want it on my card. Okay, let's go. So now we've got this piece to pick up, and I'll put my block back on. I think I'm safe with that though. Okay, and that's going to go directly here. I'm looking, so what you can do is line it up with your lines on the ground and see, like here, even push it down, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and a bit, 3/4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and same. Okay, so I have got it my eye right, sometimes I don't. I'm just holding my breath. I can't talk while I concentrate on something like that, can I? Alright, now let me have a look, make sure that's correct. I'm going to take my block out and have a look. Might want to take those out too and put that on there. And that goes down. See, now that's what I said before, when they're flat, that should be flat right on the bottom, and I found that's better. And that's going to come down on there. It does look a bit funny when you're pushing it because it does take a bit. Okay, so now we've got, now did that move a bit? Yep. Okay, so that's our mechanism. It looks big, but it folds down into there. Okay, whoop, I don't want to do too many gluey pushy bits because it's, so I think I've done a lot of pulling and pushing, and it did seem to have, when I put it in before, it did have a bit of push to do. So, but while it's wet, don't do it too much. I'll just leave it sitting there, and you can see here, you just slide it into where it fits and you'll push it down. Okay, and it's totally fine as long as it goes into that corner there. It folds down on there and it goes down flat. It's just that it's a bit, what do you call it? It's a little bit gluey at the moment. Alright, so while that's drying, let's get some cars. So I've got one red car, one of the Summer Splash, yeah, Summer Splash. And I'm going to get my stamps out and do some stamping. Now, didn't I have a... I might not have. Alright. The good thing is, as I've just told you already, all of these fit the cars easily. So, I'll get my stamping mat. So we have to cut. We have to do one more car because I've already got one ready in the Summer Splash, but I need to do one in the other one. And I need. Now, see what I do? I put my hard. That's my flimsy soft plastic that comes on it, and I put tear and tape on the batter and put that to there, and then I just use the flimsy and I stamp that onto there before I do it. I do it on my position, but I try it on my positioner, but I do that so I've got them right beside each other or whatever you want to do. I find it easy, and then I can see. I don't have to keep going. What was it? What was it? Okay, so just turn that upside down and put it back in. Not that it needs a lot of. Come and say hello, guys. So don't bite. If you say hello, I'll put you in the draw to win my card from last week. So anyone that's watching, I can see a few people there, and. Over there, so there's one card. We also need a card on the envelope. So I'm using my stamping mat for the stamping because it's there. It's in the information to buy it because it's. Oh no, it might not be. But you need it with these because we've gone to these skinny ones, and then I've got for the back, and remember this is a long card, so don't stamp it that way. I've done that before. Get right through and I've done it wrong. Okay, so move that out of the way. My block over there for cleaning. Now I have got none of that. We've got 3 times these. So I'm going to put those to the side for a minute and get my scrap paper out. Where's my other? Oh, that's my car. I need these. So if anyone's around tomorrow, I'm doing the card from Product of the Month. And it's absolutely beautiful. So I've got 3 lots of flags. Alright. And then I've got some roadway. Which I have put, okay, I'm going to fold that down flat. I'm going to put a little bit of roadway under the back of that for the car. And then I'm going to do the same here. You could do that before you put it on if you want. Because I put that straight on. Alright, so we've got our roadway. Alright. Okay, we're building up our stuff for our card. It's not long. Okay, so I've got 3 of those, 3 of those. I've got the roadway. What else did I do? I did a happy birthday. Okay. A bit in the middle, bit there. Oh, isn't it nice? It's nice, lovely stamp. I love that it goes darker down the bottom. Give that another clean, I think. Alright, and then what else? We've got 1, 2, 3 raceways, flags, happy birthday, and that's it. We've got our cars, all our cars, 2 cars. So on their second car, I am doing it in Pretty Peacock, light and dark. I'm just going to pop, where's my plastic gone? Well, that's not the proper one. My film. Where did the film go? I like to have something. I'm going to just put that on for now and I'll find it. Alright, so I'll put that to the side. Okay, so happy birthday. I simply cut that out and make sure it's squared off. And I did put, I don't know if I've got any left in my envelope, some Pretty Peacock on the back of that. So I will glue that to that and then I'll come back and cut it out when it's dry. I'm just going to put that with a little bit around it. Oh, bother. Okay, let's take my cloth back out. And I'll just let that dry. Is that square? I think it needs a little touch off there. Not very good with squaring off, am I? That's better. I'll leave that to the side. And let's get on with my cars. So on my envelope, I don't need to worry about that. But for the back of my card, I need to colour that at the same time. Okay, so I need, what did I do on the back for this one? I did the summer splash. So I'm just going to use the dark one, dark one, to do the 56. Okay. And then I can use my bigger one, but I don't want to do it. So, today I was out for lunch with a girlfriend, and there was a car beside us, and it was a what do you call it? A Maserati. My goodness! But yes, that would be worth a pretty penny, wouldn't it? A Maserati. This is what he did park near my car with its dents and bangs on it. Okay. Now, better do this one quickly too. Bit of colouring is good for you, but therapeutic. Did I get those as well? I didn't. It always pays when you colour and to come back. I did the flowers and I kept finding another flower that wasn't filled in, so it is just like that. Okay. And up here. Alright. In the light one, I'm just doing in here, and I'm going to do his hat a bit lighter. Oh, I forgot to do that bit. I just want that light Here's the dark. Just like want it to be a bit darker to stand out, okay? Just do it twice to go through. I hope you're all enjoying the catalogue, and if I can help you with anything, you're quite welcome to give me a buzz on my Facebook page or email me. Alright, so then we've got some the light black. Doing the wheels. Oh, my concentration. Yeah, that tile went over a bit, didn't it? Probably should have used the littler one. And this one. Okay, I'm going to use the light end and go around the outside of the tyre and a little bit in there, just a little bit around those tyres. Okay, and a bit there, and just give it a bit there. And we can't do it there, so around. Even though it says it's a small area, it is still a heavy, that this little steering wheel. I'm going to give him a green one, then I'm going to give him a black one there now. And we're going to use the light grey, basic, what is it? Smoky slate, light smoky slate, and do the tyres. Okay. My pens have been pushed on a bit. Yeah, tip's getting done. Okay, so there's those two. So we'll pop that on the back. I like to get things out so I'm not got them in the road. Does this seem too big? No. Going to slide that down just a little second, and does that look lovely? So you can write your note and everything. So put that back for a minute. Now my glue lid. So because I've already got one done, I was meant to do some pretty peacock on that. So we're just going to, because this one's lighter, I'm going to make this one the pretty peacock, because I can. Because I didn't do it before. So he's pretty peacock. And I'll leave his hat, make it grey. Leave that like that, and his wheel. Okay, might give him a grey hat too. How's that? We'll have a bit of change. Now, pretty peacock light. In here. Now you can lighten that up a bit more. It will show lighter. But I have got a colour light here. So I'm just going to lighten up that peacock just a bit more there. See? And that more, I might even just change his top to be a bit lighter too. How's that? Alright, so now we've just got a couple of seconds of cutting. Not cutting yet, but do some fussy cutting. And tomorrow morning, as I said, I'm going to do the product of the month, I have made a card with that to show you tomorrow. So it is such a cute stamp. Look at that. And it's got inside outs and everything in it, little double ones to do. So I'm going to do that. I've got a few cards done because I'm going into hospital on the 15th of next month to have my knee operation. And so I'll definitely be having a few lives that won't be live, they'll just be recorded. So you can watch them, leave a message for me, and tell me how I did. Depending on how well I am, I go in on a Tuesday, so the 15th is a Tuesday, so I won't be live, it'll be a recording, and I won't obviously be having a look at that one, so just leave messages on the Facebook and I can check them later. Unfortunately, I won't be here. I think I've been told it's a bit more painful than my hip operation, which I did last January. So I've just gone over a year and a month or two, February, March, 2 months. And I'm managing to walk an hour a day, or 5 days a week, just sometimes 6. And so I'm quite happy with that progress. But yes, I hope that I'm back up and running. So there definitely will be a few lives. And anything I make a mistake in, I will write it, correct it. And you know what? I'm guaranteed to make a mistake. I know it's hopeless, isn't it? I try so hard to be so correct. And I do make mistakes. See, now I like Susan Stanfield because she says when you make a mistake, you have a drink. So if my gin was here, I'd be drinking a lot of gin. But I'm not today. So that's tomorrow's. I hope you join me because that's actually really quite an easy, fast one. Oh, sorry, I do have one more bit of cutting. Or 3 more bits. Where did I just put those scissors? I just dropped them in there. Oh, sorry. So yeah, so you'll have to come and watch that one. And you can go to my Netties on Facebook and chat. It's funny because when I first started Stampin' Up, I made a demonstrator page on Facebook. But I thought that was just sort of for advertising all the time, and I didn't want to just be advertising to everyone. So I started doing, putting things on my Facebook page, which was Nettie's card making, because for my classes or, things like that. And it's sort of gone over, and I don't know how to get rid of either of them. So I post in both, but more business in Annette Falconer Stampin' Up demonstrator than I do in the other one. So Nettie's is more friendly one. You can just become a subscriber of that, I think it is, or a subscribers for here. Alright, 1 down, 2 to go. What's the time? Nearly an hour. So yes, it has taken a wee bit of time, hasn't it? But all things must take time. I only got 2 more little wee bits to come out. Fussy cutting has never been my biggest forte. I think I'm a bit heavy-handed. Okay, nearly there, folks. Number 2, last one. Just want to get that middle piece out without losing that little piece. And here we go, round and racing. I don't know if anyone saw the race. It was a bit sad. I think it was the Australian boy that was young. He was racing and he spun out on the first race. And then I actually saw a little bit of the ladies, and one of the most popular ladies, she did the same. It's because they've changed something in the engine, or the pit. I'm not using petrol, or no, it's electric now. I'm not, as you can see, I really don't. I more love basketball and, to be honest, boxing. Not boxing. The one on TV where they box and they wrestle. I like that. Okay, look at this, guys. We've got our back on. We've got our front ready. Now, it does look a bit different to that because I didn't work out that instruction to put this on first. And I actually like where it breaks up this. So, and I've only glued this on. I've not put dimensionals on it. Okay. Oh, I use a pretty Peacock instead of... What have I done here? I need to trim better. I only want a little bit around that. It was meant to be secret C. But never mind. Move on. Yes, I wanted it there. Okay. And then we've got... So I put all my little flags up on dimensionals. Oh, first time I've used my pick and tool all night. Okay, so I've got lots of scraps here, so I'm just going to use them up. Okay. Where's the other piece? Two. This is fiddly stuff, this. It's hard when you work with little stuff, isn't it? You all muck your fingers. Alright, 2 more bits to go and we're done. Get these out with this. Can you see? That's much better. Alright, so this one over here. And this is where I have some fingernails a little bit. Oh my god, you'll laugh. Don't know if anyone will be offended with saying me, oh my god, but I had my nails done and I picked my colour and thought that's really pretty, and I was in bed asleep and I woke up and they were all luminous. I thought, oh my goodness, that was weird, weird, weird. Okay, and last one is going up just above the car where it comes out, so it's in here. Okay, now with our cars, because we've got to make sure that when it's down, oh goodness gracious, come on. So I did use my bone folder, but you have to do just that and push them a little bit for the first, you know, like the first few times. It does flatten down, but I think because there's a lot underneath there and that one's moving a little bit to the side, okay? So make sure you just push them down and it comes up. See, now that's where, because I've done that paper over there, you don't see this one unless I put it there till you pull it out, but you will because it stands like that. Okay, it will stand out like that. Zoom, zoom. Okay, now with mine, the reason you might be looking at it and saying, well, how come yours is that? Because I didn't read her instructions and she didn't. She sort of said as she was going along, oh, don't put put those ones first, but I actually do like those ones after and cover that bit of green. So it's just in the middle, and then it's more effect when it goes like that than that. But anyway, I will keep going. So this car is just going to be glued across the top. So right at the top of there. Alright. And then this car will be glued at the front here and a bit at the top there. Okay. So I'll show you. We can glue all of that up to his wheel. One minute it comes out too fast. I must have got the other one, and one it doesn't. So, oh, I'm sorry, a new thing. Okay, so that's going to go there. Okay. Now I only want to put a bit of glue. I'll pull that up and leave that at the top here. Alright. So I'm going to make sure that's just there. Okay. What's happened? I've lost a car. He's gone racing somewhere else. Now this one, because it's coming back down and folding, you'll see that it's not interfering with that, but it can't be over the end of that. Right, so I've tucked him under his little wing a little bit, and it's just all along the back here. And it's going up to there. Okay, so you can see that. Where's my camera? Just the glue across the end. Now I've tapped it under a little bit under this guy's flap, so it looks like he's chasing right up onto him. And there you go. How's that? And we've just done the envelopes. I haven't coloured them in because it was just too dark and it had enough on it. So what do you reckon, guys? I'll fold that one down. So they are quite bulky when they fold down, and they take a bit of your space. You can't see that one there. I have done that right then. And there it goes there. And vroom! Off to the races. Vroom, 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 vroom. And there, happy birthday, whatever you're going to say. You got room to put writing on. We've got envelopes that go with it. And thank you so much for joining me. And hope you have a good week. If you don't, pop on and see me tomorrow with the product of the month card. I also have this extra one to show you that I did because I loved it so much. So I've done the one that I'm going to make, and I've done an extra one. So come join me tomorrow at 10 AM. I thought I was going to have to change it tomorrow because one of my kids wanted to go somewhere. And I will see you all either tomorrow or next week. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you liked it. Okay? Bye. Thank you. Send me some love. Give me some kisses, please. Tell me I did all right. For the people who are watching, there were 14 views. But it'd be really nice if someone that was watching would give me a little tick or a love or a bit of emojis. That would be nice. What can you have? Woohoo, hello. There you go. Hello. Okay, thank you very much. And goodbye.